Okay, this is May Books, May New Books. This is Ancient History and Medieval. I thought I had these organized. Okay, so I'm going to do these fairly quickly because I don't have a lot to say. A lot of them are these Pelican books. Here's Early Anatolia. This is Asia Minor. Got some pictures in here I'll show you. I guess I'll give you the year too. Pelican books. I guess they made a whole bunch of early history stuff. This is 56. Here's Prehistoric India. Interesting, where would they attach history? Something is prehistoric, then what is historic? 1950 for Prehistoric India. Here is the Ancient Library of Qumran. A comprehensive survey of the Dead Sea Scrolls and the community which owned them. This is by Frank Moore Cross, Jr. This is published in 5861. It says here, the Ancient Library of Quram and Modern Biblical Studies. So I guess that's what these things are. It says here, study of the scrolls and fragments from the wilderness of the Dead Sea has barely begun. Interesting. Dead Sea Scrolls. What's on those Dead Sea Scrolls? Okay. I guess we're now into medieval. Or not yet. Not yet. I'll do these ones first. Okay. Here's you may have heard of the author, Arnold Toynbee, Greek Civilization and Character. Arnold Toynbee wrote The Study of History. It's supposed to be a really good one on history. This is 5363. Nice pocket paperback on Greek Civ. Here's another one, The Ancient Historians by Michael Grant. Got quite a few Michael Grant. This one is printed in 70. He's got all kinds of stuff on ancient Civ, and this one the ancient historians will certainly include. Can you name an ancient historian? You should be able to name at least one. It starts with an H. Name is Herodotus, but certainly Thucydides as well. Here's the History of India by Percival Spear. It says Volume 2. This is 5668. I had to do a little project on this guy in elementary school. Here is The Travels of Marco Polo. Amazing how far this guy walked through Asia, and I'll show you a map here. I did a little project on this guy in elementary school, and I enjoyed it. It's pretty interesting stuff. That's the kind of travels he did. He was a trader, and he walked around Asia and met with princes, and pretty fascinating how he survived. You can bet that other people tried to do the same thing and didn't make it, and thus didn't make the history books. Okay, now medieval. A few things on medieval. Medieval Reader. This is a nice compact book on it says the portable, of course, the portable medieval reader. The astonishing world of the Middle Ages brought to life for the modern reader through a rich variety of writings from 4 centuries. Perfect. This is assembled and illuminated by James Bruce Ross and Mary Martin McLaughlin. This is $49.55. It's got all kinds of stuff on clergy. Looks like it's got actually writings from people. Writings. So Pope Pius II, for example. Okay. Here's a Pelican, The Medieval Reader. Nope, I just did that one. The Medieval People, this is called, by Eileen Power. History is shown through the daily lives of ordinary people, chosen to illustrate various aspects of the social scene in the Middle Ages. If you could be born in any era, which would you be born in? Would you want to be born in a medieval era? This is 1924, 1951. I would recommend that you do not, because you probably would have died from some disease. I recommend that if you ever want to not be in this time period with cell phones and computers and all that, I would recommend you at least go to one with some antibiotics. Here is medieval Europe, a history of medieval Europe, from Constantine to St. Louis by Davis. This is 5762. And one more, perhaps one of the more ugliest events of religion, the Crusades by Henry Treece. I like that. Well, I guess I already showed you the cover, but it's a nice cover, stained glass kind of picture. 6264. You may know of the Crusades that were authorized by the Pope, who had a lot of power in England, in Europe for a long time, and got people rallied up to go to war with they called them the Muslims, the Mohammedans and Muslims with an O. I have a book actually writes it with an O. And Turkey and the Middle East were attacked, and anyways, okay, that's it for that stuff. I've got one more video I'm going to do on whatever it is. I can't think of it now.